Has Iran actually built a nuclear weapon, or is it still only a step away? Did you know that some reports claim Iran has missile facilities built hundreds of feet deep inside mountains? How powerful is Iran's missile program compared to other countries in the region? Why does Iran invest so heavily in underground military bases and hidden facilities? How dangerous are Iran's long-range ballistic missiles? How strong is Iran's drone technology that has been seen in conflicts around the world? Could Iran's military strategy challenge larger global powers? What role do regional alliances and proxy groups play in Iran's military influence? If a major conflict started in the Middle East, how far could it spread? Could diplomacy and cooperation still prevent a catastrophic war? Stay with us as we explore each of these questions and break down the reality behind Iran's military power.
The first question is the one many people ask. Has Iran actually built a nuclear weapon? According to international monitoring agencies, there is no confirmed public evidence that Iran currently possesses a nuclear weapon. However, the concern comes from Iran's nuclear enrichment program. Some analysts believe Iran has the technical capability to move toward a nuclear weapon if it decided to do so. Others argue that political decisions, inspections, and international pressure make that outcome uncertain. So the debate continues. Is Iran close, or is the situation being exaggerated? The truth likely lies somewhere in between. Underground facilities. The second question is about underground facilities. Iran is known for building military infrastructure deep underground. Satellite images and defense reports have shown tunnels and bases carved into mountains. Why do this? The answer is protection. Underground facilities are designed to survive airstrikes, missile attacks, and surveillance. Some reports suggest that certain facilities may be hundreds of feet underground. This makes them extremely difficult to destroy using conventional weapons. For Iran, these underground bases are part of a strategy known as defensive deterrence.
Answer 3. Missile Program.
Iran's missile program is considered one of the largest in the Middle East. The country has invested heavily in ballistic missiles capable of traveling hundreds or even thousands of kilometers. Missiles are central to Iran's military strategy. Unlike some countries that rely heavily on advanced air forces, Iran focuses more on missile technology. Missiles allow Iran to project power across the region, even without a large fleet of modern fighter jets.
Another key part of Iran's strategy is dispersion. Instead of placing all military equipment in a few large bases, many systems are spread across multiple hidden locations. Some are in mountains, some are underground, some are mobile. This makes it harder for an enemy to destroy everything in a single strike. It is a strategy designed for survival in a potential large-scale conflict.
Answer 5. Long-range missiles. Iran has developed several types of ballistic missiles. Some are designed for short-range use within the region. Others are capable of much longer distances. These missiles are meant to act as a deterrent. In simple terms, the message is clear. If Iran were attacked, it could respond with missile strikes. Deterrence plays a major role in modern military planning.
Drone technology. Another area where Iran has invested heavily is drone technology. Unmanned aerial vehicles are cheaper than fighter jets, but can still perform surveillance or strike missions. Over the last decade, drones have become one of the most important tools in modern warfare. Iran has developed several types of drones used for reconnaissance and other military roles. This technology allows smaller forces to compete with larger militaries.
Strategy against larger powers. Iran's military strategy is often described as asymmetric warfare. Instead of matching larger powers weapon for weapon, Iran focuses on strategies that make conflict costly for its opponents. These include missile systems, drones, naval tactics, and defensive infrastructure. The goal is not necessarily to defeat a stronger power directly, but to make conflict so difficult that it becomes unattractive.
Regional influence. Iran's influence is not limited to its own military. The country also has relationships with various regional groups and allies. These relationships expand Iran's influence beyond its borders. This network of partnerships plays an important role in regional geopolitics. It also makes conflicts more complex. If a major conflict started in the Middle East, the consequences could spread far beyond one country. Energy markets, international trade routes, and global politics would all be affected. That is why many countries watch the region very carefully. A single spark can sometimes ignite a much larger fire. History has shown us this more than once. The final question. And this leads to the final and most important question. Can diplomacy still prevent conflict? History shows us that wars often begin when communication fails. But history also shows that dialogue and negotiation can prevent disasters. The future is not predetermined. Leaders, nations, and people still have choices. And sometimes the most powerful decision is choosing cooperation over confrontation. Military strength may shape geopolitics, but humanity must shape the future. Because behind every conflict are ordinary people, families, children, communities, and ultimately, peace is not just a political decision, it is a human one.